Hello and a massive welcome to all you brilliant apprentices from Kent Business College. Right then, today we're off on a proper quest together. Our mission is to uncover one of marketing's biggest secrets, the real honest-to-goodness power of pricing. So, you ready? Let's get stuck in.
So think of this explainer as your trusty map and compass for the journey ahead. It's all designed to help you master the key marketing skills you're going to need, not just for your apprenticeship, but for your whole career. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be well on your way to becoming a pricing mastermind.
Let's kick things off with a pretty simple question. When you look at a price tag, what do you actually see? Is it just a number? You know, the cost of something? Go on, have a proper think about it for a sec.
Well, if you were thinking, yeah, it's just a number, then I'm here to tell you that it is a big, fat nope. A price is so much more than that. It's a signal, it's a story, it's a tool. Honestly, it's one of the most powerful superpowers in your marketing kit, and today we're going to learn exactly how to use it.
Okay, so every good quest needs a purpose, right? And pricing is exactly the same. So in this first section, we're going to focus on the why. We're going to dig into the mission behind the price, the specific goal a business is trying to hit.
Believe it or not, every single price you see out there is on a mission. It might be to maximize profit, to rake in as much cash as possible. It could be about grabbing market share, getting the biggest slice of the pie. Sometimes it's just about survival, keeping the lights on when times are tough. Or it could be all about brand positioning, telling the world who you are. Let's break a couple of those down.
First up, profit maximization. This one's all about squeezing every last drop of profit out of every sale. It really is like being a treasure hunter. You're after the maximum gold from every chest you open. You see this a lot with premium products, things people are happy to pay a bit more for.
And then you've got the total opposite mission, gaining market share. Here, the goal isn't making a huge profit on one item. Nope, it's about getting as many customers as you possibly can. The aim is to become the biggest fish in the pond, even if your profit on each sale is smaller. It's all about playing the long game.
Now, you can really see these missions in action when a new product comes out. There are two main plays, and they're complete opposites. On one hand, you've got price skimming. This starts high to skim all that profit from the early adopters. Think about a brand new games console that everyone's desperate to get. Then, on the other hand, you have price penetration. This starts super low to get tons of customers signed up fast, like a new streaming service with a ridiculously cheap introductory deal. Two totally different tactics, right?
All right, so we've covered the why, the mission behind the price. Now it's time for the how. In this section, we're going to crack open the marketer's strategic toolkit and have a look at the different models we can use to actually set a price.
Probably the most straightforward tool in there is something called cost plus pricing. It's dead simple, really. First, you work out your costs. Let's say it costs you 10 quid to make something. Step 2, you add the profit you want, your markup, say a fiver, and boom, step 3, you've got your price, 15 quid. It's simple, it's safe, but it completely ignores one really important person, the customer.
Which actually brings us perfectly onto our next tool, which totally flips that whole idea on its head. Value-based pricing. It doesn't start with your costs at all. It starts by asking one simple, powerful question. What is this actually worth to the customer? If you can figure that out, you're pricing based on the value you give, not just what you spent. It's a game changer.
Another way to do it is to just have a good old nosy at what your rivals are up to. With competitor-oriented pricing, you basically let them make the first move. Then you decide what to do. Do you go higher to look like you're better quality? Do you go lower to attract more buyers? Or do you just match them? It's a bit like a game of chess, really.
Okay, now this is one you've definitely come across, dynamic pricing. This is where the price isn't set in stone. It actually changes based on demand. A perfect example is a train ticket. You can see it costs way more to travel on a busy Friday than it does on a quiet Monday. Same seat, same train, but a totally different price. That's just supply and demand in action, right there.
Right then, we've got our mission, we've got our tools. Now, for the really fun parts. Let's get into the final piece of the toolkit, the sneaky but brilliant magic tricks of psychological pricing. This is all about how prices mess with our brains without us even knowing it.
Okay, have a look at this. 20 quid. How does that feel? It's a solid number, isn't it? Nice and round. Feels like a crisp 20-pound note. Simple. And now, what about this one? $19.99. It's only 1 penny less, but come on, be honest with yourself. It just feels so much cheaper, doesn't it? It feels like it's in the teens, not the 20s. That single penny has just worked a bit of magic on your brain.
And you know what? This isn't just a random feeling. There's a proper psychological reason for it called the left-digit bias. Basically, our brains are a bit lazy, and they get fixated on that first number on the left. We see the 1 in 1999, and it just feels a world away from the 2 in 20 quid. It's a tiny change that has a massive effect. You could call it the original clickbait.
Okay, fellow questers, we have covered the mission, the tools, and the magic tricks. Now it's time to bring it all home. In this final section, we're going to make this super practical so you can start using all this stuff right away in your apprenticeships.
So here it is, your very own pricing quest checklist. Maybe take a picture of this, keep it handy. Whenever you're looking at a price, at your work or anywhere else, just run through these 5 questions. What's the mission? What are the costs? What are the rivals doing? What's it worth to the customer? And is there a sneaky psychological nudge going on? This simple checklist will help you decode any pricing strategy you find.
And that's what I want to leave you with. Next time you're at work, take a proper look at the products or services you market. Look at their prices. Now that you've got the toolkit, what story is your company's pricing telling? What's its real mission? And maybe, just maybe, could you tell a better one? The quest is now in your hands.